This has been by far the worst travel experience I've ever had. Let me try and explain. After being delayed 2 days due to winter storms in the northeast, we finally arrive at the airport to begin our journey west.
Even though the bag may not inflate, oxygen will be flowing.
Upon arrival, we are promptly told that our flights have been overbooked and they are working on a solution for us. After missed connections due to delays and over 36 hours spent in different airports, we finally boarded our flight to San Diego. With very little sleep, we head off to our first destination, Trona Pinnacles.
Still hours left of daylight. Remember everything except the final swing. You were buried deep within me, always in a fever, always on my skin.
After setting up camp and checking out the amazing landscapes that Trona Pinnacles has on offer, I set on out for a pre-scouted location that I wanted to photograph for sunset, on the one and only night that we're here in the park. So I've just spent the last sort of 20 minutes 30 minutes photographing this particular scene here. It's a really nice scene. We have some really nice clouds in the sky that I really thought were going to light up, but unfortunately the sunset's just fizzled away, and there's like a little bit of pinkness on the horizon over there, but really nothing to rave about. But the scene's really nice. I think we can definitely still make something work in regards to an image. We've got the I can't remember the name of these things, so I'm just going to call them like spires or hoodoos or something. That very similar. I've sort of framed a composition with sort of the hoodoos and spires on each side, sort of running your eye down the valley, and there's a nice little walking path through the middle of the scene as well, and just down out to the open nothingness, and then there's some ranges in the background that look really cool. But yeah, so I've fired off a few shots, horizontal, portrait mode. I'm just trying to work the area a little bit. Settings wise, most of the shots are around about ISO 50, f9, and about 1 to 2 second exposures because it's a little bit dark at the moment. And yeah, I definitely think we can make something work in the image. It's nice, very nice soft light. And yeah, I think a nice sort of calming image will be coming out of this one. And yeah, if nothing much else, we'll see you guys at around about 5 in the morning. I'm going to go and photograph some astrophotography, which I'm definitely a noob at, so we'll see how that works out. Alright guys, see you soon. Good morning everyone. First of all, I have to apologise for not looking at the lens so much, but my little vlog lamp is pretty bright. So right now I'm heading out to a location where I want to shoot sunrise, and yeah, I didn't have time to scalp this yesterday unfortunately, so I'm sort of walking around in the dark with my head torch or my lamp, but sunrise is looking promising. There's already a little bit of burn starting happening on the horizon. I think we're about 45-50 minutes away from sunrise. So I'm going to keep heading down this road. It's definitely a little scary, I must say. I can't see a thing with the lights off. And I've already seen tarantulas, and there's supposed to be a bunch of other crazy wildlife out here, so it's not something I'm used to. But I'll switch you guys off and then go find a composition. I'll get back to you guys shortly. Okay, wish me luck.
A significant light, just where it was needed, gleaming black as night, cloistered in injustice.
So I've clearly made it out here alive. I've been out here for probably the last hour and a half. I'm just looking around the area for compositions and things. It was a little difficult being in the dark, but good thing with live view, when you turn that on, you can see a lot more than your eye can see. What I've worked with is first of all on a digital camera. I photographed a few photos just on this mound right here, and I was including this mound and this mound up here. Now first of all I worked with a panorama that I'll be stitching together in Lightroom, and then I'd done a really wide one at 16mm as well. And what we were working with was those two mountains, and then like a nice road leading up through the center of them. And then I came around here a little bit further, and I don't know if you can see them, but there's always really cool little shrubs. These little shrubs sort of things here. Just crazy looking dead sort of shrubs. And I just included one of those right in the foreground of one of my images, and then this main big mountain here behind us. Just something really wide at 16mm, and I think it looked really cool. I just really like the look of these dead miniature tree things. That looks just really awesome. It just looks so cool. It just really suits the landscape. Obviously that's where they grow. It's really barren and dead looking, but they're alive, and it's just amazing. It's super cool. So yeah, so it's pretty cool out here. I got to say, it's a little bit different than Vermont. Much more sparse, which I definitely enjoy. It has much more of a calm feeling to it, I got to say. So what I'm going to do now is walk around, and the light's definitely not a fiery sunrise anymore, so I'm going to walk around and see what else I can find composition wise, and touch base with you guys shortly. Alright, I think I found my one last scene here. It's obviously no spectacular light right now, but I really like this view. What we're working with is I'm shooting at about 150mm. Straight down this valley here. There's just these sort of nice meandering, rolling little small mountains all the way out to these spires in the background. Nice little bits of shrubs scattered throughout it. Just looks really nice and peaceful to me, to be honest. Nothing's happening in the sky, obviously, so I've cut the sky right out. There's quite large mountains behind, so zooming right into 150mm, I'm just cut the sky completely out and just using the mountains as like a little bit of a backdrop. And yeah, it's looking nice, simple, calming. Pretty much sums up the desert, in my opinion. So yeah, I'll fire off this frame here and head back to camp, get some breakfast. It's been a good morning. Alright everyone, well I hope you've enjoyed this episode from Trona Pinnacles. We sure loved our time there, even though it was brief. If you've liked it, please give it a thumbs up. If you're not already, please consider subscribing. And we'll see you guys in the next episode in Death Valley National Park.